Let's go. Welcome back, fuckface. Um, it would help if I had my list. First, let me start off with. Uh, yes, I noticed for whoever listened to the last episode and the one before how shitty my sound was. Um, I fucking sat there and gave you a play-by-play of the fight, the Bills fans, the Zubaz guys, and you couldn't hear a fucking word. So uh, wasted effort on my part. I was Zubaz. I used the word Zubaz probably about 800 times while I was describing what was going on, and you probably never heard it, so that's fine. Um, but I fixed it, and we'll be good going forward. So shame on me. Um, yeah, I'm not happy with my performance on the sound. So let's take a page out of Seinfeld, your favorite show. Uh, and there was a classic episode where George's father, played by Ben Stiller's dad, what's his name, Jerry Stiller, um,
Yeah.
who has passed, but he was awesome in that and King of Queens. Um, so there was an episode where he created Festivus, and one of the traditions of Festivus was, oh, by the way, wrong side. My boy Bernie chilling with us today. It's a little chilly out here. You know, I'm out in the garage and shit, so it's a cold night in Florida for once. So me and Bernie, we gotta bundle up. But anyways, so yeah, so the one of the traditions of Festivus is the airing of the grievances. So I guess if we're being honest, Rob took a little bit of offense to what I said in the last episode. So in fairness, because like I said, he can come on here and defend himself anytime. It's him too. It's his shit too. So with that being said, take it away.
I just think I think at times you don't realize that I am very busy and our schedules are very opposite of each other, um, which makes it very difficult for us to schedule recording. Um, and he's kind of a dickbag because instead of like talking to me about it, he decided to fucking air it to all you fucks. So yeah, it definitely rubbed me the wrong way.
Okay, can I talk now?
Um,
Because I don't want to
I mean,
interrupt
it
you.
is what it is. Obviously, I'm here.
Say that again. You cut out.
I said, obviously, I'm here. So any irritation I had is fucking past and whatever. It is what it is.
Okay. So I gave you a chance to defend yourself. Now I'll defend myself. Um, I don't think it was a dickbag move because this is what we promised in the beginning. We said we're going to be open and we're going to tell everybody what's going on, and even inside show stuff. I got no problems, talking about it. The same way that I fucked up my sound and I own up to it. And I could have did a better job. Um, I think it's okay for me to say, to explain to everybody why you weren't on the last couple of episodes, because the first time I just kind of brushed it off and tried to downplay it. And when it came to the second time, I felt like I had to just be honest with people. And to respond to me not um, understanding your busy schedule, I call bullshit on that too, because like I always tell you, I'm willing to work with you. And, for whatever reason, we just couldn't figure it out. So, um, whatever role I had in that, I'll own up to it. But I feel like I always say I'm down for whenever you're free. I'll try to make it work. And yes, you are 100% correct that our schedules are conflicting at the moment. So I'll give you that. But unless you want to respond, all I can tell everyone is we'll work harder to try and sort it out so that you don't have to deal with me boring you to death by myself.
Well, look, I like doing the podcast. I enjoy doing it, and I'm definitely invested. Like, I don't want anyone to think that I'm not invested in doing it. That's not the case at all. Just like, life fucking life is crazy sometimes. So there's always a lot of shit going on.
Rob's working on the vaccine.
With that said, I'll try to do. With that said, I think I'll do a job on my behalf of like trying to make time.
All right, cool. So let's get into some shit then. Like always, we start off with some serious topics, just to, I don't know why we do it anymore. To be honest, I mean, we wanted to keep a almost like a timestamp of Trump's buffoonery and COVID and all of that stuff, but some serious topic.
And I think,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I think it's a lighter take on a serious topic. Like, I don't think our intention is ever to be fucking, I'm not trying to be Walter, Cronkite. Like,
listen, you showing your age there, guy, with the Walter Cronkite. Wow. Shit, I'm the old one. So all right. Well, so have you heard about this story about this 9-year-old who got pepper sprayed?
Nah, I hadn't read about that.
Okay, so 9-year-old got pepper sprayed. I'm going to play you now. This is why the fake news shit just blew up and became like a household thing. So I'm going to play you this clip. If I can ever get to it, that the news and because I want you to see how they portray everything without, speaking on it yet. So let me share my screen here. And let's bring this bad boy up. All right. Now let's play her. Oh, wait a minute. I got to make sure that I set it up the right way so that you can hear the goddamn sound and stuff, which I don't think I did because I'm a fucking idiot. As you can tell, I'm horrible with sounds and stuff. I need a producer. All right, let's go.
A 9-year-old girl handcuffed and pepper sprayed by police in Rochester, New York. We'll show you the video. I do want to warn you ahead of time. It is disturbing. It happened last week. Police have just, though, released the body camera videos of it. Here is what happened before the pepper spray.
I want my dad!
You're not gonna run off.
I want my dad!
Stop.
I want my dad!
Now, police say the officers were responding to a report of family trouble. They were told this girl was suicidal. They were also told that she wanted to kill her mom. Police say she refused to get in the police car, and at one point she fell down to the ground and kicks an officer. They say they tried numerous attempts to get her in the car before using that pepper spray. We'll show you the events as the pepper spray unfolds. Again, I want to warn you, you may find this disturbing.
Just spray her at this point. Dear.
She was taken to the hospital. She was later released. The police department says what happened is not okay. They're going to make sure it doesn't happen again. And here's what Rochester's mayor had to say about it.
I have a 10-year-old daughter, so she's a child. She's a baby. And I can tell you that this video, as a mother, is not anything that you want to see. It's not. We have to understand compassion, empathy.
Now, the Rochester Police Union is defending the officers, saying that they are faced with a difficult situation. They have limited resources to help. And according to local media, the city did recently launch a person in crisis team that's for mental health crises. Well, it was not sent out reportedly because of what was said in the initial 911 call.
Okay. So, you see how it was portrayed, right?
Yeah.
Why is your screen black? Oh, there you go. So you see how it was portrayed. Now, if you watch the whole video, there's a whole lot of shit going on that they don't show you in that little clip. Now, let me start off by saying I am not condoning pepper spraying 9-year-olds. Okay. The mother, I think, from what I gathered, got into a fight with the father. And I believe the little girl was kind of defending the father. And the mother was acting like a ignorant asshole. So I guess people were driving by, and I don't know if they were recording it or I don't know what they were doing, but she's like trying to fight the people that are driving by. And the cop's trying to contain the daughter, and he's trying to stop the mother from starting a fight with people that are driving by. So if you watch the full video, it's way longer than that. Like, you can see pretty much everything that happens. And you can also see the police telling the little girl, I can't tell you how many times to stop, they're going to get her father. Like the lady, you could see her kind of in that video. The lady that was talking to her told her, I don't know how many times, I'll get your father. But you have to get into the car because you're going to freeze. You need to stay warm. And the little girl would not listen. All she kept doing was screaming, I want my dad. I want my dad. So maybe pepper spray is an extreme, but what would have happened had she got like frostbite or something like that because they just kept trying to talk to her? And I mean, at some point, like, I understand she's a 9-year-old. I get it. But she was not listening one bit. And if you saw the mother, you understand why. Like, my kids would never do that. I know your kids would never do that. Like, when do we start putting the blame on the parents and the kids and stop blaming the office? And it's not like they went nuts and like sprayed the shit out of her. I think they just did a little squirt to get her to cut the shit. And I mean, I don't want to sit here and like, she's a 9-year-old, so it's hard to defend the actions, but it's also hard to say, well, what the fuck are they supposed to do in this situation? You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, when I watched the video, like, a couple things trouble me about that. Like, I think pepper spraying a 9-year-old is definitely like a little bit excessive. I mean, as a parent who's had a kid who's thrown a temper tantrum, you know, or experienced that, there are times where they're not going to listen to what the fuck you're saying in that moment. And as a parent, like if it was my kid, I'd bust their ass and that would be the end of that. Of course, law enforcement can't do that. It's not their kid, whatever. But do I think pepper spraying the kid is the right course of action? I don't. I think it's excessive. I think it's too far. Um, I think they're troubled and like they're in a tough situation. I'm not arguing that. How do you handle that situation? I don't know. I just know that pepper spraying the kid is probably not the right answer.
It's a good thing I'm not a cop because I would have shot her ass with rubber bullets. I hear you. I get it. They're talking about they have a crisis team and the crisis team wasn't called and all of this stuff. And I understand that. I really think that you should seek out the full video so you can see how many opportunities the police gave this little girl to comply. Like, it's not like it's not like a minute. It's like legit, like it's like over a 10-minute video from the start of it. And I want to say more than half of it, they're trying to get her to just chill and just relax and stop resisting and just get in the back of the car and just fucking get warm and just chill. But again, she's 9, so I think it's just a tough situation. By the way, the cop that pepper sprayed has already been suspended. So I try to put myself in the cop's shoes, and it's like, what would I do in that situation? Like, how much patience can you have? How much leeway can you give someone? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I guess the way I see it, like juvenile corrections and adult corrections, like the way that they handle like a juvenile inmate compared to an adult inmate are not the same. So in this circumstance, I think like the appropriate action, like, do I think like handcuffing the girl and, officers using like force to put her in the vehicle? I don't think that would have been wrong. I don't think that would have been excessive at that point because she wasn't complying. Do I think like pepper spraying her was a bit much? Yeah, like I think it's too far. Like I think it's a step too far.
She did try to kick the officer. She did kick the officer. What I don't want to justify it, but I also feel like it should be said, where does she get the thought like where does she get it in her head that it's okay to like kick an officer? Like what? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of torn.
I think at that point it's you're dealing with a child who is emotionally charged, who's not really thinking about the consequences of her actions or what she's really doing in that moment. She's emotionally charged by the situation.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
It's like, in the course of what I deal with a lot of drunk people. And I would equate drunk people to children because in a lot of ways, the best way to deal with things is to de-escalate, try to calm them down.
But that's what they were trying to do.
And on the same token, there are times where that does not work and we have to like physically remove someone. But but
she's a child. She's a child.
Yeah,
I get
she's
it.
A child.
I get it. I just feel like the officers were put in a tough position and like they are in many cases. We only hear about the times that they fuck up, right? Just think about how many times they're put in situations where they do the right thing, and somebody doesn't get shot, or somebody like. And I'm not trying to make excuses for the bad cops. We've talked about those guys, but I just feel like sometimes these guys are put in such a bad situation where everything is scrutinized, and it's like, okay, let's not go overboard. Like, they didn't beat the shit out of her with batons.
And I tell you what, I very much believe that officer will get his job back. I believe after an investigation, they'll find that even though his reaction might have been excessive for a 9-year-old, his training, that was the appropriate course of action when you're dealing with matters.
I think it might have been the woman who actually hit her with the pepper spray. And the woman, if you, like I said, if you watch the full video, the woman was the one telling her, like, I don't know how many times, I will get your father. She was trying to be she was trying to de-escalate and be very nice to her. She wasn't being a hardo. And so that's where I'm kind of like torn on it. Cause it's like, I don't know, man, I'm from the old school. And if my kid pops off at the mouth, they get a little smack in the mouth. It's not going to hurt them. If people claim child abuse, well, what the fuck? Like, sometimes you need a little pop in the mouth. It's not abuse. I'm not punching you in the face. There's a little, or a little, or even better, one of my favorites is a little cuff on the back of the dome, and you get that nice, and you have to get that nice crispy, like, blah, like it can't, if you miss it and you don't hit it right, and it's like a whiff, it's not satisfying. It's like you got to hear that nice crisp, blah, right, like right off the back of the dome. I don't know, whatever. It's you're gonna hear more about it. I'm getting an echo. What's going on?
Damn, headphones dropped out.
All right, it's gone. So I'm sure you've seen this clip because everybody's seen this clip. It's this woman just losing her shit because of Trump. So once again, let's share it and let's talk about it. As soon as I find this chick, where'd she go? Okay. And let's play my friend here.
President Trump, if you see this, please save us. I don't even see our American flag anymore. Biden's talking with some kind of crazy flag. This is America. This is our land. Please, President Trump. Please, please, I hope you have a plan. God, please save us. Save us from the devil, please. Y'all, I'm about to have a panic attack. This is our country. Our country. This is awful. God, please save us, please.
Okay. So, what the fuck flag is she talking about? Like, Biden doesn't have an American flag behind him? Well, like, what does she think? Like, he has like the QAnon like child pedophile flag, or like what are we talking about?
No, I think she may be talking about, like, before he was president, there was the president-elect flag. It was that blue flag with the presidential seal on it?
I don't know, dude, but So speaking of this, right? We got her, just off the deep end. Let's take a look at how and this is why we try to keep it down the middle, right? Because whatever you say can come back against you. So this is courtesy of The Daily Show. And it's basically a then and now of how they were shitting on Democrats when Trump won, and how they're being so compassionate now that Trump lost. So let's take a look at that real quick. Where is this? I lost it. Oh, here it is.
Million people that voted for President Trump, and they're scared. They're worried about what the future of this country looks like. Many of them,
they're confused.
They are. They're confused. They're heartbroken that their candidate didn't win, and they don't want to be forgotten.
Why does the left struggle so much with accepting defeat? Democrats might have another reason to cry come 2018. Do you think Democrats need to move on and just accept what's happened?
Oh, there's simply no doubt the left's mob-like tactics are backfiring.
A lot of these people are not dispossessed. They're not some, creepy androgynous blogger who shows up to burn things down. They're like kind of solid Americans, and they're deeply frustrated. And I wonder if people in Washington, where I spent most of my life, really understand and empathize with their frustration. Look around. Who's angry? Who's yelling? Who's hysterical? The left. Don't you think that it's true that when you accept blame for things, when you realize that your failures are your fault, it's liberating. It's good for you. You feel better when you do that. My God, you crybabies, you lost. Stop trying to find excuses for your failures. Self-responsibility is wonderful. Oh, but rare. And that's tonight's Twitter storm.
I just feel for the president. I see the pain and the frustration. You do everything you're supposed to do. You run the country well. You campaign your heart out while the other guy's in a basement. And then in the end, fraud and shenanigans at the local level, you're robbed. When Republicans lose, Eric, they accept the results, they reflect on it, and they come back stronger. Democrats have not figured out in politics that when you lose, you don't get a second place trophy, you don't get a juice box or a therapy dog, and I think that this is what's happening here.
Americans are sick and tired of being lied to and not being listened to. They're also unhappy about the fact that there's seemingly no desire to fix an election system that clearly has problems.
Coddled crybaby liberals continue to freak out over President-elect Donald Trump's huge victory.
So there you have it. There's the hypocrisy. Like always. And it's, again, like we always say, it's the same on both sides. So it's not just the Republicans that are doing it, but I mean, you can't dispute the video, right? You said this back then, and now it's like all of a sudden, oh, we're compassionate. Oh, but it's such phonies.
They're just frustrated. Look, here's the truth of it all, man. Like, at the end of the day, I think like 80% of the populace is somewhere in the fucking middle. Like, look, we all want to prosper. We all want to do well with our lives. We feel like we have some obligation to others to, like, help our next man out. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a Republican or you're a fucking Democrat, like, there's basic human values, there's basic, like, beliefs. I think a lot of us are right there in the middle, and I think you have now two parties that are so far left or so far right that they alienate every one of us that are in the middle. And I think, like, that's why the elections are back and forth, and Trump gets elected 1 year and now Biden gets elected, because I think people are just looking for someone in the middle, someone that's going to, like, look out for both sides. Like,
well, yes and no. Yes and no. I think there are the Bernie bros that want socialism and want everything for free. You know, they want everything to be spread it out equally, no matter what you do. And I think that's bullshit. Um, you know, I work hard. I know you work hard. And to say that I should give everything that I work for to everyone else when I know some of them are just lazy assholes who don't do anything but play PlayStation all day, fuck off. No. No. So I understand why people are against that. And at the same token, there's those people who have tons of money and don't want to give it up. They don't want to share the wealth. They don't want to share the power that they have. They want to keep it. Like that chick was talking about, this is our country, because that's how they feel. They feel like America belongs to them, which is bullshit. America doesn't belong to you just because you have more money. And I'm sure that woman was not rich. I'm sure she was not one of the privileged. The privileged who and I got nothing against people who made it on their own, who came up with an idea or who worked hard and built their own fortune on their own. But let's be honest. A lot of this wealth has been passed down from generation to generation from what way back when their ancestors took from the Native Americans and created whatever they created. So, and not only that, but also had some slave labor to help create what they created, and then we're able to pass shit down. So if you did it on your own, great, good for you, kudos. I understand why you would support a guy like Trump, because you want to keep money in your bank. I don't agree with it because it's like dancing with the devil, but whatever. It's your right to do that. And I'm not going to try and change your mind. You can do whatever the fuck you want. That's your right. But all you other assholes who got passed shit down from daddy and from granddaddy and like you just shit handed to you, fuck off. Like, fuck you guys. Those are the ones who are crazy about, oh, they're going to take it from me. They're going to take it from, like, whatever. I'm rambling now. But in any case, I can see both sides. There's radicals on both sides. And eventually, if you say, well, you guys did this and whatever, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass when your guys do the same fucking thing. And speaking of which, can you imagine if this, I don't know if you heard of this, Trump's trying to create a MAGA party. Can you imagine if this happens, the damage it will do to the Republican Party? How, like, it will divide the Republican Party. I'm sure a lot of people will just go to the MAGA party just because they feel like, oh shit, I have no choice. But I think they'll lose people to the Democrats too. So the Republican Party will be screwed if they actually create this MAGA party.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think there are a lot of Republicans after the insurrection at the Capitol who were like, yo, this is not the Republican Party that we signed up for. We don't want any parts of this. This isn't what we're about. Like,
then impeach him.
You definitely saw, like,
then fucking impeach him.
Yeah, you definitely saw that deflection.
I mean,
and I think,
yeah, go ahead.
And I think the GOP kind of has to do that. Like, I think if they want to protect the Republican Party and the centralist side of the Republican Party, not the far right, then they have to impeach him. They have to say, you know what, enough is enough. This guy's done enough damage to our party and to our country. And
But as you can see, there's so many of them that are worried about that base reelecting them. I mean, look at how many people are turning on Trump. The fucking shaman, the QAnon shaman asshole, supposedly has said he'll testify at the fucking impeachment hearings against Trump because he didn't give them pardons and stuff. Like, so if they're that fickle, Ted Cruz and you other assholes, do you really want them? Well, I guess you have to still, because you see how quickly they turn on you. And this is why they won't vote to impeach him. Because they're a bunch of pandering pussies. All you fucking politicians are pandering pussies. None of you have any balls. And that's what made Trump win. Because say what you want, he's a fucking moron. He's an asshole. He's an egomaniacal douchebag, but he's got balls. I mean, it's facts. It takes balls to do a lot of the shit that he did. And that's what people respect. So have some spine, you I mean, he lied like a son of a bitch. but if you're a politician, have some fucking balls. And that goes for women too. I don't care. This is not a gender thing. I don't know, whatever.
Have some big old lips.
Let those labias hang. So let's move into COVID, but let's not talk about the whole, all the bullshit COVID that we usually talk about. Let's talk about this. You've heard of COVID toes, right? That's not new. All right. So let's take a look at COVID toes real quick. Some people may not have seen what COVID toes look like. These are COVID toes. Okay. Looks like just a little regular rash or some shit like that. Like you got some foot fungus or whatever. It doesn't look too bad. So, I mean, I don't want to get it, but it's not the worst thing that I've ever seen, I guess. There's this new thing, okay? Oh, look at these bad boys down here. Jesus Christ. What is that, a fucking monkey? Holy shit.
The funny thing about COVID toes is they look like a really bad case of athlete's foot.
Yeah. Yeah, how do we know these people didn't just get athlete's foot? And they're trying to blame it on COVID.
You see those first monkey fingers? What the
well, they're swollen. Come on. Come on.
No, I'm talking about the very first picture. Big ass monkey finger.
Swollen. It's swollen fucking toes.
That motherfucker could pick up the remote with his toes.
All right. But anyways, it's worse. Now we have COVID tongue. So I want, look at this shit. You supposedly get like this furry, swollen, like gross tongue. Look at these tongues, dude. And there's worse ones. I could probably do a search, but I don't want to.
I mean, but like that looks like fucking like thrush.
I don't know what thrush is, but that's COVID tongue, dude.
It thrush is basically like fucking it's like a yeast infection in your mouth.
Well, look at some of these other images. I mean, Jesus Christ. It looks like, look at this one. Oh my God. Oh man. Now, just like the toes, how do we know this is coming from COVID? And how do we know these people just didn't eat a fucking dirty asshole or something?
dude. I'm telling you. All right, now I feel like I have to bring this up and share it. Hold on.
Well, thanks for giving us a little theme music to go with your. I guess I should talk while you're doing your thing and just kind of like.
Hold on. I gotta go.
Well, we can't have fucking dead air here. Like,
they'll turn on screen sharing. I'm nuts.
oh, you're not allowed?
No.
Okay, it's fixed. At least I think it is. I hope you don't have any porn on any of your other tabs or anything.
Okay.
Can you at least like set it up? Like, what are we about to look at? Like, what are we doing here?
All right. Do you see this?
Even Bernie's like, what the fuck?
Do you see what I'm sharing?
No, I don't see anything. And he's gone. Oh, he's coming back.
That's disconnected there.
Yeah, I noticed. So did everyone else.
All right. So you can see my screen.
Yeah.
So this is thrush in comparison to COVID tongue.
Ugh. Jesus Christ. But it still looks different.
Dude, do you see this shit?
Yeah, but there's not the red lesions and stuff. It's not the same.
Because this over.
Come on. All right. Cut it, man. All right, we get the picture. Jesus Christ. I hope nobody's eating when they're watching this. What the fuck? Let's move on. Let's. I don't want COVID tongue. Another reason for you not to catch COVID. So wear your mask until you get your vaccine. Jesus Christ. Fucking COVID tongue. Yeah. You come home. Valentine's Day's coming up, right?
Well, I was gonna say, here's the thing about. So, there's a new thing called mask mouth as a result of COVID-19.
No, I don't know
heard about this.
Mask mouth.
So, because a lot of people are, you're wearing masks more often, whatever, you're like restricting your face and covering your mouth. The bacteria in your mouth is, a lot of people are dealing with this. The bacteria in your mouth builds up, and you end up getting like infections in your mouth, having like more dental problems and things like that. And they've proven like this is a common thing. It's happening. People are having more dental problems because of the mask.
So stop having a fucking yuck mouth and get your shit fixed. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's nothing you can do to control it. You're just like, you get bacteria buildups. There's a lot of bacteria in your mouth anyways.
Listen. This is the US of motherfucking A, okay? This is not the UK, Great Britain, wherever the fuck they have all those fucked up teeth, all right? We have nice teeth. We can get them fixed. Get your fucking teeth fixed, you lazy fucking losers. I don't want to hear this fucking mask mouth bullshit. You got yuck mouth, motherfucker. That's what you got. You got yuck mouth that you've been putting off, that you've been ignoring for all these years, not going to the goddamn dentist and getting that shit cleaned up and not getting your fucking fillings, and all of that stuff. You got yuck mouth, not fucking mask mouth, my balls. Yuck mouth. Now, the mask may accelerate it, but it's still yuck mouth. Fix your shit. Anyways, So I wanted to get your take on this. I don't know if you've heard this story. Since we're talking about 9-year-olds earlier, right? 9-year-olds don't really know shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, wait. I'm sorry. 9-year-old? Whoa, time out. Hold on. This is not a 9-year-old. This is a 7-year-old. This is a 7-year-old. Okay? 7-year-old girl tells another girl at a Catholic school that she has a crush on her. Okay? Probably doesn't even really understand the full spectrum of what that means. They fucking expelled the girl. A 7-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. Thoughts?
Yeah, the worst part is so the worst part is like the parents of this girl who are like, obviously religious people. They put their daughter in a private like Catholic education. So they have some faith, have got to feel some type of way about this. Like have got to feel like just man, wow, like
We can't have these little lesbians running around in our school. The wrath of God will rain down and strike the whole school. It will there will be tragedies and just repercussions. The devil. She's the devil. What the fuck? She's 7 years old. She doesn't even know what her sexuality is because it's not developed yet. She's 7 years old.
when the truth is she probably just has like strong feelings for a friend who like she cares about the little girl.
Yeah, exactly. It's so God damn it. This fucking world. So did you see this I'm going to go nuts on this one. Did you see this lawsuit that people are filed against Subway saying that there's no tuna in their tuna subs?
Yeah, apparently like some whistleblower came out and like blasted them for it.
Do you think that and I'm just trying to come at this from like a logical standpoint. Now, I'm not saying that this is false because I don't know the details behind it. However, do you think that Subway is stupid enough to sell a tuna sub that has zero tuna in it? Like, I could understand maybe they use some other shit as a filler, some cheaper shit, some cheaper fish or whatever it is. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I can understand if they did it trying to dupe the system. But to have zero tuna, you think that they would open themselves up to that?
Not willingly. They can't be.
Like they would have had
willingly.
they would
You'd
have had to
be
been duped themselves, right? Like
yeah.
Like we get our tuna from China. We thought it was tuna.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you're buying from a processor and the processor is sending you something that's not tuna, like I get that. I do not see them intentionally knowing that there's no fucking tuna in a product, like
There's no way
selling it as tuna or advertising it as tuna.
There's no way the liability would be humongous.
Well, and the other thing is, they're not.
The fuck are you doing over there? You like opening a candy bar or something? I keep hearing all these like what the fuck is going on? Oh, looks like we lost him. He's back. He's fucking around with his candy bar again.
I'm here.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, I mean, so yeah, I think that a corporate entity like Subway is not going to fucking try to dupe the system. Now, if it was some mom and pop like little restaurant or whatever, they might try to get up. They might try to get over.
Yeah,
the shortcut or whatever.
Like your favorite Chinese food place. You think they're not fucking dumping that pork fried rice into the next day's batch and all types of shit? Like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
There's some shit going on there. So,
you ever been to a Chinese buffet? I've never been to a good Chinese buffet ever.
Yeah, agreed. Well, no, there are some higher end like sushi type ones that you're actually spending some real money on. But yeah, if it's like under $10, then no.
Yeah. Well, and look, let's be honest, man. Like there are a lot of places that you aren't necessarily getting what you think you are. Like, I mean, you go to Taco Bell. So guess what, guys? Their taco meat has filler in it, soy based. Like they add soy filler to make the meat. Like,
yeah, that's why it's all squishy like that and shit.
That's how they keep.
When have you ever had ground beef that's all squishy like that? Like, even
they keep the cost. That's how they keep the cost.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even your favorite, like, I don't know, chicken nuggets or McNuggets or whatever the fuck, like everything. They're cutting costs so that they can give it to you cheap. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think I read somewhere that like even chicken nuggets, they take chicken and they cut it with like tofu or soy filler to make like chicken nuggets. That's why they taste different.
I mean, if you have a McNugget, like, have you ever just bitten into it and it just tasted like a piece of chicken? And even worse, Burger King's nuggets now, holy shit, it doesn't even feel like it's meat inside that motherfucker. That's why they offer them to you for like $1. You stupid assholes. Keep eating that fucking bullshit. But it's up to you. I tried it. I said, this is like mush. Like, I'm not gonna eat I'll never order this again. So
no,
I've eaten Subway tuna fish sandwiches and they taste fine. They do taste like tuna. I got no issue with it. I got no problems with it. My go-to at Subway is a tuna or a meatball. One or the other. So whatever. It is what it is. I'm not all up in arms because I feel like even if it's just a tiny bit, there's some tuna in that goddamn sandwich. Because Subway's not that stupid.
It's essence of tuna.
They just no. They get like they have a business where you know how you drain your tuna juice. They take and they buy all the drained tuna juice and they just sprinkle some tuna juice on it.
They roll the fish in tuna juice.
It's got tuna. It's got the juice. All right. So I got your back, Subway. So I've noticed this recently. Okay. Been to a few houses here and there, and for some reason, people have these signs. Okay. And these signs are no soliciting, right? So now they want to get clever and funny with it. So I'm going to give you an example right now of one of these signs that people think they're so clever and awesome, putting, at in the front of their house. Okay. This sign right here. No soliciting. We are too broke to buy anything. We know who we are voting for. We have found Jesus. Seriously, unless you're selling Thin Mints, please go away. Now, there's other versions of this. Some not so pleasant. It's just straight up. Like, same shit. Like, and it's like, when did we become such assholes that we can't even like just talk to people and just be like, no, I'm not interested? Like, does it bother you that much? And I'm like, you would think I'd be like, yeah, fuck off. Get the fuck away from me. Right? Don't bother me. But you know what I do? I just ignore it and act like I'm not home. That's what we fucking do. That's what we've always done. You see some Jehovah's Witnesses coming, you look through the peephole, or you look out the window.
You hide behind the couch.
Yeah, no, you don't hide. You just look out. You look through the curtain, and you're like, oh, these fucking assholes are here, like, and you just ignore them.
Are they gone yet?
Yeah.
Are they gone?
Exactly. Or if they happen to catch you, you just, sorry, I'm not interested. Or, oh shit, I got something on the stove. Sorry, I gotta go. Like, you just you figure something out. Like, now everybody's just like, oh, just let me put a sign up. And I've actually seen at homes, at people's houses, no loitering. Who the fuck is loitering on your doorstep? Like, when did you come out of your house and you see like a bunch of dudes sitting there drinking 40s and playing fucking dice and stuff? Nobody's loitering. Where the fuck does that come from? No loitering.
Yeah. The funny thing is, at one point, I lived in an apartment complex, and there was a no loitering sign, like in the at the bottom of the stoop or whatever. And like this officer came by one time and was like, "Hey, no loitering." And I was like, "Fuck you mean? I'm not loitering?" He's like, "Hey, you're standing outside." I was like, "I'm not fucking loitering. I live here." What do you mean? No loitering.
You can't loiter where you live.
I was like, what the fuck you mean?
But
Yeah.
I'm talking about houses. I'm not talking about an apartment complex. I'm talking about in the front of their house, they have a no loitering sign. Who the fuck is chilling on your doorstep?
Is it really that bad of a problem that you had to get a sign? Like, people are like, yo, see those fucking steps over there? Man, I want to go sit on that guy's steps. They're great fucking steps. You see those fucking things? Look at them. They're beautiful.
Nah,
Hang
bro.
out there sometime.
Nah, bro. The place down the street got some sweet fucking chairs. They're really nice and comfy. Like, what are we talking about loitering? But it gets worse. It gets worse because not only do we have let me close this one out. not only do we have no soliciting, no loitering, we have this type of shit. What's that say? Tell everybody who's listening what that says. Tell them.
Since little hands touch our floors, please remove your shoes at the door.
So now I got to take my fucking shoes off because your kids crawl around. I mean, when I was a kid, I probably crawled around on I don't know how many dirty floors because people didn't do shit like this. And I'm fine. I'm perfectly healthy. What the fuck are you protecting your kid from?
At that age, we ate bugs off the floor. Like, we fucking... You... What? Oh, my God, man. Like...
And let's say I have...
Not only that, like, let's talk about COVID toes again. Like, all right, take those shoes off. Break out those COVID toes all over that floor.
Well, what if I have a hole in my sock? I wasn't expecting to come to your house, and now you're gonna make me take my shoes off, and everybody's gonna see my fucking COVID toes. Like, what the fuck? That's not fair. Yeah, now I'm embarrassed. I got my big fucking swollen red COVID toes just hanging out, and all because of your kid, because you can't clean the fucking floors enough for your kids. I will give a pass. I will give a pass if your fucking entire floor of your house is covered in white shag rug. You get a pass. Then you can put one of those signs up. But if it's not, fuck you. Okay? Fuck you and your little precious little babies that oh my God can't be exposed to dirt. What are we doing? Like, what, you're not gonna let them go play outside either? It's fucking dirt. It's not like people are dragging dog shit in your house and your kids are walking on. Clean your fucking floors. What the fuck? It just irks me because, listen, I've said it before. Your kids are great. I love kids. I fucking love kids. I have so much fun fucking around with kids. You wouldn't believe it. But nobody's kid is as precious to everyone else as they are to you. It's just the way it is. It's life. And I understand. So I got to protect my kid. That's why we have these stupid ass baby on board signs that nobody gives a fuck about because it's not going to change the way they drive. And if a person has road rage, they're not going to like come up to you with a fucking bat and be like, oh shit, baby on board. Like, like, oh, you got a baby. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead along with your day. Changes nothing. Your baby on board sign changes nothing. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste.
You're in that road rage moment. You look over, you see the baby on board sign. You're like, yeah, does your kid know you're a fucking asshole? You can't drive with the shit.
You're about to flick him the bird, and you're like, oh shit, baby on board. I mean, like, listen, I get it. You want to protect your kids and stuff like that, but another George's dad reference. He had a chick in Korea, and he was supposed to take his shoes off because that's the tradition, and he didn't take them off because he had a foot odor problem. Okay? He had a foot odor. He lost his girlfriend because of that, because the father was pissed that he disrespected because Jerry Stiller wouldn't take off his fucking shoes. Frank Costanza wouldn't take his shoes off. He had a foot odor problem. What was he supposed to do? Take him off and stink up the whole house? That's not fair to Frank. Then everybody looking at him sideways like, oh, God damn. Take this, get the, like, what if you got a foot odor issue? Just to protect your fucking kids from putting their hands on a little bit of dirt? Fuck off. Jesus Christ. I'm losing my headphones over this shit. Fucking take your little sweeties. Fuck. Anyways,
my thing is, I love solicitors. I love the calls. I love the door visits. Jehovah's Witnesses are fun. You know why? Because it gives me an opportunity to fuck with someone. Like, cool. Like,
there you go.
I'll give you some time.
Make lemonades out of lemons.
But I am going to get some enjoyment out of that time.
Yep. Where'd you go? We lost Rob.
Yeah, so I love phone solicitors. Like, call me. Let's talk. I will make you think that you're going to like sell me half a dozen of whatever the fuck you're selling, and I'm gonna waste 20 to 30 minutes of your fucking time. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm not that interested.
That's it? You just want to waste their time?
Because yeah, like I want to fuck with them. I want to be the most difficult, the most fucking interesting person they talk to all day.
See, that's not really fucking with, like, for example, if I got Jehovah's Witnesses at the door, right? And they're trying to, bring me to Jehovah. I'd be like, well, I heard that you guys don't celebrate birthdays. And birthdays are really cool. Like, I get balloons and like I get to blow out candles. I get ice cream cake. Like, why would I want to give that up? Like, that's fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys don't celebrate Halloween. Do you know how many candy I get? How much candy I get on Halloween?
So some years ago, I got this satanic tattoo. Would I have to get that removed?
Christmas? You guys don't celebrate Christmas? I fucking rake it up on Christmas. I'm good. What are you talking about? I'm getting a PS5. If I follow you guys, I'm not getting a PS5 anymore. That's how you fuck with them.
When the Mormons come to the door, be like, so, like, am I gonna have to ride a bicycle? I'm not that athletic.
Is that a Mormon thing?
Yeah, they do the little bicycles to the neighborhoods with the shirt and ties. Like,
I've never had them come to me, so I don't know. All right, let's move on. So I saw this thing. A couple of big retailers swore off this coconut milk because the place that was providing it used monkey labor. And I think they had like some video. I should have, me just not being prepared again. I should have pulled up the video. It was a while ago that I saw it. But basically they have the monkeys tied up. And the monkeys go up and get the coconuts for them. And I'm sure they like don't feed them and stuff until they get them who knows how many coconuts. So I guess it's animal cruelty and whatnot. So they don't sell their product anymore. So I'm thinking about it and I'm just like, okay, I can see that. Makes sense. You don't want people out there abusing animals, right? What about if you could have like a just mutual thing with the monkeys? Like I'm not abusing them. I'm giving them a fair wage for their work. So they get fed. They
get room and board.
They,
and 10 bananas a day.
Well, but see, this is the thing. If you train them, you don't have to like constrain them, right? You don't have to put them in leashes and stuff like that. You just train them. Like, you get me some fucking coconuts, you get a banana, right? So if I did it the right way, it's not animal cruelty. I'm providing a service. It's like labor. You go get me some coconuts, you get a banana. I mean, as long as I'm not like, as long as they're not coming down with their fucking hands bleeding and stuff like that, because I made them get so many coconuts, we both win. It's a win-win. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think as long as it's humane and it's like fair to the animal, then you know what? By all means, fucking go ahead, monkey. Give me some coconuts. Like, there are animals used in jobs all the time. Like, you look at police dogs.
Some of these assholes train these monkeys to be thieves, and they reward the monkeys for being thieves. Like, so if you can train them to do that, you can train them to grab coconuts without having to tie them up and like force them to get you coconuts. And if the monkey tells you fuck off, get a new monkey.
You fire the monkey.
Yeah. It's just like real life, like real labor, like with humans. The fuck? No, nobody gets all up in arms about what you just said. The fucking the drug sniffing dog or whatever. Who knows how they're treated? How do we know they're not like they're all treated well?
Well, and now you're a drug sniffing dog. Like, you think those conditions aren't fucked up? You're exposing that dog to drugs. Now he's got to go to rehab after he fucking retires.
I guess if you let him get that much into it.
This sense it smells a lot better than ours.
So this next topic is going to require a little bit of thought. Because I don't know why this popped into my brain. Maybe because somebody had like a corny name, or maybe because somebody didn't even have a name, like they just used their name, like Jack Harlow, the rapper. What's poppin'? So I was just thinking, what are some of the best rapper names that you could think of? It's going to require some thought because it's like there's a lot of rappers, right? Like Drake is lame. It's just Drake. Like, okay, that's not a cool name. Like some rappers have like secondary names, like Lil Wayne calls himself Tunchi. Anything Lil is disqualified. If you're Lil this or Lil that, you're disqualified. Your rapper name sucks. But I'll give him points for Tunchi, because that's different. It's not Lil Wayne. Who else has something
Lil
like
Dicky.
that? Oh no. You know what rapper name I love?
Little Dicky gets the pass.
Well, he's just making fun of himself, saying he has a little dick. But Quavo, I've always loved that name. Like you just walk in somewhere and people are like, Quavo, it's just like the perfect name. Like, and he gave himself an awesome secondary name, Hancho Houdini. Like, what the fuck? You already had Quavo. Now you're Hancho Houdini? That's fucking awesome, dude. Like, you're just fucking cornering the market on dope rap names now.
I like Wiz Khalifa.
Come on, you can come up with something better than
I
that.
I think it's pretty good.
I'll tell you another one I love. Jada Kiss. Because he does the mwah. Like, I just... I almost want to call myself Rafa Kiss. So just I could just be like... R to the mwah. Mwah. I mean, there's some dope rapper names. I'll give you another one. LL Cool J. James Todd Smith. Ladies love Cool James.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. That's dope. That took some effort and some thought. He didn't just call himself Lil James. or Young James. Like he called himself LL Cool J. That shit is dope. Damn. What else is lame? Like there's a lot of good ones. What else is lame? Eminem was kind of cool, but when you think about it, it's kind of corny too.
No, Marshall Mathers, Eminem.
Yeah, but I guess.
Well, he also had his Slim Shady persona. Like,
well, see, that's the thing. He came up with a secondary Slim Shady. Better than Eminem, right? Because he probably realized Eminem is kind of chintzy a little bit, so he came out with Slim Shady, and that's fine.
Your rap name could be Magoo.
Magoo, Timberland and Magoo. Oh my God, Magoo.
Magoo. I was listening to Sirius Radio the other day, and an old Timberland and Magoo song came on. I was like, why do we fucking
one
listen?
of the worst rappers ever, fucking Magoo. And I got no problems if you're using your name. If you just want to use your name, fine. Kendrick Lamar, he's still dope. You know, J. Cole, I don't know what I don't know if his name is Jason or whatever his first name is, but whatever, that's fine. You know, I don't got no issues with that. But I do like when they come up with something a little catchy, you know, something a little different, you know, and I mean sometimes it's just descriptive. Fat Joe. Big Pun, you know. Biggie Smalls. I mean, sometimes it's just what it is. Tupac just used his name and he just had a unique name, so it was dope. You know what I mean?
Puffy P. Diddy.
No, he's P. Diddy because he dropped Puff Daddy. Just fucking stay Puff Daddy. I understand you've grown and you're trying to change your, like, come on, man. You're Puff Daddy. You'll always be Puff Daddy. Maybe you don't puff as much as you used to, but you were the daddy. You puffed. You're Puff Daddy. I mean, Jay-Z is not the greatest, but it's not horrible. You know what I mean? It's. I wonder
what is it, Jigga?
What does the Z stand for? I never even question that.
But he also goes by Hove.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You get the secondary if you get tired of the first name,
like Jehovah.
Yeah, Hova, like Jigga, like yeah. I mean, 50 Cent. I don't know. I don't know if that's a great one. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weak ones. It takes a lot to come up with a good one. Sticky Fingers. There you go.
But I mean, like Busta Rhymes. Like, that's a dope rap name.
It's okay. It's okay. I can't hit
Rod Digger.
Noriega.
Capone Noriega.
Yeah.
Nori story.
Nah.
Um,
And like, I don't know, man. There's a million rappers we could talk about. We're probably missing some really good ones.
you look at it like Offset. What the fuck is Offset as a rap name?
Well, it's certainly not Quavo.
Offset.
Like you can't see somebody coming and be like Offset. Like it's not the same as Quavo. Like,
you see, look, if someone yells Offset at me, I'm expecting an incoming ball or something. Like Offset. Oh shit.
I mean,
what do you mean?
To me, this is what I envision. From Cheers, when Norm Peterson walks into the bar, everybody's like Norm. When Quavo walks into the club, everyone's like Quavo. Like it just works. It just works. Fuck. I'm trying to think of some other ones that are dope. Like, and like back in the day, it was like Cool Rock Ski from like the Fat Boys, and like you had a lot of shit like that. But KRS-One, different. I'm not saying that's the best, but it's different. I don't know, whatever.
Prodigy.
Nah.
Prodigy's a dope name.
Nah, that's weak. Chic Luch. Chic Luch just sounds like a bully. Styles P. I'm going with the whole locks on this one. I don't know, whatever. Let's move on. We could probably list a lot more corny ones than we could good ones.
Capadonna.
Nah. Method Man is cool.
Old dirty bastard.
ODB.
ODB.
Big Baby Jesus. Dirt McGirt. He had 1 million of them.
Method Man. Bobby Digital.
Let's take a minute. Let's pause. Okay. I don't even want any comedy to enter this next segment. Okay. Because we need to take a minute to recognize the greatness of the greatest athlete ever to play any sport. Tom Brady. Tom, what's his middle name? Thomas Edward Brady. I think that's his middle name. I should know that. Pretty sure that is going to his 10th Super Bowl. 10. He has been in more Super Bowls than any NFL team. If he wins one, he'll have more Super Bowl wins than any NFL team by himself. He is, don't call him the GOAT. Don't call him that. You're disrespecting him by calling him the GOAT. He's better at everything than anybody. He is a god. And have you heard about this fucking church for Fonzie? They have a church for like people like Fonzie lovers, right? Fonzie from Happy Days. I gotta tell you this. Fonzie was a fucking cornball, okay? Fonzie was a dork. Fake tough guy. Fuck Fonzie, okay? Arthur Fonzarelli. His name was Arthur. You can try to make it cool and call him Fonzie. His name was fucking Arthur, okay? Like that little fucking cartoon character that your kids watch. He tried to jump a fucking shark.
Who was played by actor Henry Winkle.
He tried to jump a shark where the phrase came from jumping the shark means it's over. Your career is done. It's the end. Because that's what it was for him when he tried to jump the shark. Okay? Fuck Fonzie. Fuck the Church of Fonzie. We're going to have Random Richards Church of Tom Brady. And you got to come.
Tabernacle of Tom.
You have to come and worship Tom Brady. Okay? Now, it's not going to be like some of these other churches. Beer will be readily available, and all that you'll see everywhere are clips of Tom Brady winning. Because that's all he fucking does. He just wins. And if you dispute that, and if you try to even bring up the Deflategate, I'm going to train monkeys to fucking scratch your fucking eyes out if you try to bring up the Deflategate, okay? That's my monkey labor. They're going to fuck you up. Tom Brady, the greatest athlete ever. Eat that, motherfuckers. Bill Belichick? I don't need Bill Belichick. Probably the greatest fucking coach ever. Nah, I don't need him. I'll just go over here with these assholes, and I'll still go to the Super Bowl. Fuck off. Tom Brady. Rob can't even fucking say anything. He's just like, yep, I'm Brady.
Look, so Tom Brady has been in what? 30% of all fucking Super Bowls that have ever existed, with 30-40%.
He's been in 14 championship games, conference championships.
And he was even around for half of them. So you got to think it's fucking absurd.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest. The guy is just a winner. He's a winner. And if you don't, there are still assholes out there who try to claim this quarterback's better than him or that quarterback's better than him. You guys are just in denial, and you need to just go cry on a fucking on an Instagram post or something like the Trump crybabies.
So there's been 55. This will be our 55th Super Bowl, and Tom Brady will have been in 10 of 55 Super Bowls. That means a 1 in 5.1, 1 in 5 Super Bowls has had Tom Brady in it. That's fucking nuts.
It's insane. It's insane. There's nothing else to say. We're going to start the Random Richards Church of Tom Brady. So
the Tabernacle of Tom, it's happening. It's the Tabernacle of Tom.
Okay, so Tom's the best. Let's hope he wins
With
next
that
week.
said, you know who I'll be rooting for this Sunday, of course. Super Bowl.
Yeah, Bucks. Fuck. Who's not going to root for the Bucks unless you're a Chiefs fan? And I'll give it. Hey, listen, Patrick Mahomes is fucking awesome. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's not good, but people are already calling him the baby goat. Get the fuck out! He's 1-1. He's 1-1. Tom's won 6. He's 1-1.
You know why they're calling him the baby goat? Because he's going to be the sacrificial lamb for Tom Brady.
Listen, let me tell you something. Patrick Mahomes needs to lose just because his fucking fiance and his little brother don't shut the fuck up. They're always on Instagram talking shit. I need him to lose just so they can eat shit for a little while. That's all. Give him a healthy dose of shit. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
The only way this Super Bowl could have been better was if Buffalo would have made it.
So Tom could just kill him again.
Yes. This is all I've been hoping for the postseason, was for Buffalo to make it so that Tom could ruin Buffalo's fucking dreams of having a Super Bowl ring once again.
He's been just destroying them for 20 years. So let them get into the Super Bowl so he can just destroy him again. They're like, we're finally done with him. He's out of the AFC East. Yes. And then he comes and just stomps on their dicks.
This is that's the only way the Super Bowl could have been better.
So I had to stop the other day, right? There's so many corny, like we talked about advertising in the past. There's so many corny ways of advertising. There's so many corny ads. Um, some of them have been a little bit more creative lately. It's usually the insurance ads, so I'll give them some credit. But they're missing the boat, okay? I have the simplest way for businesses to advertise. And maybe it came with the twirling of the signs and all of that we talked about a few episodes back. How about you just hire the chicks with the fattest asses? I mean, it worked for Hooters, right? What's Hooters all about? Chicks with big titties. So they just serve you your fucking wings in tight shirts that have their big titties popping out, right? So all these fucking perverts go to Hooters to see tight shirted titties, right? So why don't we just have chicks walk around with fat asses and you just put like Chico's bail bonds on the back of their ass? Like
they could have TikTok pants with logos embedded in them.
I mean, they had like Juicy and all these fucking things on them, right? Pink from Victoria's Secret. Like, put an advertisement on it. I'm gonna hire me a fucking a fat ass chicken. I'm gonna put the Random Richards logo, boom, right on both ass cheeks, and you're gonna see the R's are gonna be bouncing like a motherfucker, and people are gonna be like, "Huh, Random Richards, huh? Might have to check that shit out if this is what they're about."
If I owned a burger joint, I'd be on board for that. Like, I own a burger joint. Burger King puts their logo on the cheeks.
Bob's
like,
Burgers.
What?
Fucking
She's walking by like Bob's Burgers. She's walking by like, juicy burger. Bob's Burgers.
I'm going to Bob's Burgers. I pull it up on my phone real quick. Oh shit, it's one right fucking 2 miles away. Like, just pay fat ass chicks to walk through busy city streets with your fucking company logo or slogan or whatever on their asses bouncing around. Like, are you kidding me? It's fucking genius. Jimmy's trampolines. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. But
I mean, would that be minority targeted like marketing though?
Bernie's like Bernie's bouncy house. Bernie's bouncy houses. No,
Would that
it wouldn't.
be minority targeted?
No, because everybody likes a fat ass. It doesn't have to be super fat. It just has to be nice, proportioned, and klapow in your face. Everybody likes a nice ass. Doesn't matter what fucking race, religion, creed. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're gay, straight. Everybody likes a juicy, fat, or maybe not so fat. You know, some like it a little more toned, which is fine. You can have variants. You can have donks. You can have like your little gym type asses. Like, you can have variants. But the point is, your logo gets seen because every man is going to look at that ass, no matter if it's fat, skinny, whatever. They're still going to take a peek at it. So it's a win-win. Assvertising. Random Richards. Contact us. We'll hook you up. We got some models already in the fucking works.
Assvertising.
We just keep coming out with new ones. What do you think about that, Bernie? Huh? As long as it's free, Bernie's down. All right. So speaking of Bernie, I'm sure everybody's seen the meme craze from those sweet mittens that he's wearing behind me. I'm gonna run through some of them, and let's you tell me what your favorite is. Maybe I don't have it, and you can bring it up, but let's go through some. Let me just get rid of some of this other bullshit. Oh, before we get to that, can we talk about the Kardashians real quick? I know people hate the Kardashians and whatever, but I saw this article recently, and I just gotta share this. Okay, let's take a look. Right, Kim Kardashian's bright green bikini and peekaboo top. Right, they're on vacation, I guess. Again, like they're almost always on vacation, but whatever. Okay, so she's got her little, whatever little things coming out. Fine, it's a nice little picture with her kids. Okay, not too sexy. She got kids in the picture. Whatever, nice. So then we hit the Kylie just fucking throwing it right there. Assvertising, boom. Fucking Random Richards right there on that ass. Right? Budweiser, boom, right on. Like whatever you want. Right? Let's keep going. We got new and improved Chloe, not the ugly Kardashian anymore. Pretty fine. She's kind of just teasing you. Like, it's here. It's underneath this little sheer thing. And then we get to the oldest one. And Courtney just hits you with the fucking Thor hammer right in the fucking eyeballs. Look at Courtney. Holy shit, dude. Are you kidding me? This chick is like what, 40 now?
And she's wearing cocktail napkins and string.
I mean, but look at she don't even care. She got the stretch marks and everything. She's just like, fuck it. Look at me. I'm still smoking hot. I mean, a lot of these Kardashians get a lot of credit, but man, Courtney is just fucking, look at that. Courtney's bringing fucking the what was Thor's new weapon?
What the fuck is that thing called?
Whatever the fuck it was called. That's what she's busting out. She's like, you thought the hammer was good? Check this bitch out, motherfucker. Anyways, I got sidetracked. Let's get back to Bernie. Oops. All right, let's get back to Bernie. My bad. So let's share our favorite Bernie memes. So this is that show, that movie. What was it called? You remember this with the Sandra Bullock?
Bird. What is it? Bird.
It's Bird something. It's not Bird Cage. That was another.
I don't know. Bird.
Fuck. I can't remember either. What the fuck? Anyways, he's on the boat. For those that aren't watching it, he's just chilling on the boat, and she's rowing the boat with the two kids. And they all got the blindfolds on. And he's just chilling there with his mittens. I have to describe it because, unfortunately, if you're just listening, whatever. So we got this other one with this lady just holding him like if he's a little baby in her arms. Little mini Bernie just chilling on her breast. I shouldn't close them so we can pick what your favorites are. We got this one where he's He's got his arms around the new Batman when he was a vampire or whatever. It's actually one of the better ones. He's giving him kind of a hug from behind. What's that guy's name?
Jason Patterson or James Patterson.
No, I think it's like Robert Patterson.
Robert Pattinson, that's
Pattinson
what
or
it is.
something like that. And we got Bernie sitting there getting the hat thrown on him at Hogwarts to find out where he's going. We got Bernie sitting next to Forrest Gump on the bench. Bernie sitting on the rooftop like J. Cole. I forget which album that was, but yeah. The classic meme of the chick walking.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the chick walking by.
Yeah, and the guy walking with his girlfriend.
Totally taking off Bernie's advertising.
Yeah, Bernie's advertising in this one. It's the classic meme of the guy walking with his girlfriend. Why I'm getting wave feedback here. What's going on your end? Getting echo like a motherfucker. So he's walking with his girlfriend and he's looking at the chick passing by him. But in this case, it's Bernie, and he's advertising Slim Jims. So that's a good one. We got Bernie sitting on Mike Pence's head like a fly. Not the greatest, but whatever. It was there. Bernie in Game of Thrones. Instead of what was his name? Oh wait, did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
No.
God damn it. I fucking hate you sometimes. I forget the young kid, the one who got crippled. Instead of him, it's Bernie sitting there in front of the rest of the crew. That's a good one. We got him sitting next to Deadpool. That's kind of a popular one. We got him doing the finishing move in the ring in MMA, tapping a guy out. And the best thing is they put they put another one underneath it of Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier and the other guy like just going nuts because Bernie's tapping him out. That's the whole thing together just makes it awesome. And then finally, Gangnam Style. and it just fits because the way he has his hands folded in the mittens, it's just perfect. It just fits almost as good as anything. So what's your favorite?
So I got a couple over here on my end.
All right.
So
do I have to stop before you can go? Go ahead.
There's Bernie.
Oh, we lost him. Every time he tries to share something, his shit goes haywire. The fuck? God damn it, Bernie. Can you believe this shit?
All right, I'm back. Okay. So there's Bernie.
Yeah, they came up with that one quick.
Which there's another one of this, and it's actually Bernie visiting Conor McGregor at the hospital. It's pretty funny. But one of the greatest things to come out of the Bernie's, like the whole Bernie Sanders meme shit, was this. I need this from my office.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
The little mini Bernie crochet.
Yeah.
I think Style is probably my favorite.
Which one's your favorite?
The Gundam Style is probably one of my. Although the Joe Rogan MMA one is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, stop sharing. I'll bring them back up so we can run through them just real quick again. I think I canceled.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're still sharing. All right. And we lost him again. I guess when he shares, everything goes haywire. All right, he's back. He's muted, but he's back. So I got rid of the Sandra Bullock one. I don't think that's a winner. This is okay, but it's not a winner. This one cracks me up, but it's not a winner. Let me describe it. Okay, so the chick holding him, the Robert Pattinson. No, Forrest Gump. No, the J. Cole one's sneaky good because it looks like he's like it's legit him sitting on the rooftop. Yeah. But it's not that funny enough to be the winner. Yeah, the Mike Pence one is terrible. Game of Thrones ones is cool. The Deadpool one's easy. He's just sitting right next to him. Yeah, I'm with you. It's either got to be the tap out, just because of Rogan and the guys just underneath it, just adds a level to it, or the Gangnam Style, just because it fits so perfectly with his hands. The way his hands are. I gotta go tie. I can't pick one. I love them both.
Just hear him whoop, 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 whoop.
They're just both awesome. Like, and this is where you gotta love the internet because it's just the best. It's the best.
And I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican, you have to love these fucking Bernie memes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're putting politics into it, you're an asshole. Jesus Christ. Anyways, you got anything else? Because this kind of a long one, which I'm glad to have you back. I've always said podcast is 100% better what you hear. So hopefully, like we said earlier, we'll work better to coordinate and get these bitches out. Hopefully on a weekly basis again. Worst case scenario, a couple times a month, but I prefer to get them out every week, and I know you do too. So,
and it wouldn't be so bad if we could bang out like things that are, if we could do multiple episodes in one day. The problem is a lot of our content is like based on current events and things that are going on, and we want it to be relevant. So like doing multiple episodes in one day when we both have free time is a difficult thing.
Yeah, and at the same time, when we do give you stuff, we give you plenty of content. Like it's not just a half an hour. We ramble on for sometimes over 2 hours, in our longest ones. So, nobody's asking you to listen to it all in one sitting, and that's the good thing. You can listen to some of it, today, some of it tomorrow. It's not going anywhere. And trying to clean up the sound, try to make it better for you. We got a little more production. You see, I got my boy Bernie behind me just chilling. He's been enjoying the whole episode. He told me so when you guys weren't watching. You were watching the screen. For those listening to the podcast, I have Bernie chilling behind me. You might want to just check the YouTube once in a while just to see what the fuck we're talking about. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but just to give you, a quick peekaboo into some of the shit we got going on. But yeah, Rob gave you some sweet production today when he was pulling up his shit. He was, humming a little tune for you. So So the production values
which
moving up.
all that's live, bro. Like there's no production there. That wasn't pre-planned. It's just-
It's delete, 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 delete. Anyways, all right. Well, we both got to work tomorrow, so that's all you're getting for this week. I got nothing else. If you're good, we'll catch you next week, hopefully. All right. All right. Later.